going?
Hey, what's up? So I'm here in my off-grid land eco-village spot, and I just wanted to announce some of the kind of updated deals for how I'm going to sell off these parcels. And especially this is important because really what's available here is a space for a like pandemic survival type of cabin, like off-grid shelter where you can get away from the city. This whole pandemic thing, it seems like a lot of people are going to start to understand the value of living more in nature, and that's what I'm trying to offer people. So the prices reflect the fact that I'm trying to get people involved that have never owned land, people who are suffering from paying too much in rent, and anyway, so the kind of updated features is that for the parcels here is that for this community, it's like a money back guarantee. If you put the money down for the deposit, the down payment, and the monthly fee, however much you spend, I'll refund that money anytime. Because, if anybody wants to get out of the community, that's an opportunity for a new person to come in. If we have a limited capacity, I think as time goes by, the more resources and utilities that I set up here, it's going to be more and more easy to find somebody to rent or buy the space that you, if you decide to not be involved anymore, can give back, and then we have that space to keep going on. So that's why if you decide you don't want to be involved, I'll give the money back, and you don't have to worry about that, because a lot of people are thinking I'm scamming because the price is hella low, and people saying, oh, they're going to report me because I'm being misleading or something, or they're worried about the zoning and stuff like that. But I've connected with the city for getting camping permits out here, and I understand the process, and it's super easy in a place like this where population is low and getting lower, and it's like they need people to do projects out here because it's an agricultural region, and so it's zoned rural residential. Means that you can do all kinds of farming or orchards or different types of aquaponics or any kind of agricultural type of stuff, or you can build some kind of residential building, some kind of house, and you just have to do a few tests with the water and checking the drainage for a septic and making a well, and it's basic stuff that is out here pretty easy when the tools are nearby. There's not that many people hiring the guys who dig wells or whatever it is. Like, there's a lot of ways to get that stuff, no problem. Rent the equipment. And plus, we don't actually need a well because there's neighbors that have water that are willing to need very close by neighbors that can make a pipeline and sell us water per liter or gallon or whatever. And yeah, it's cool land. I've been coming here, and if anybody's thinking you can't live out here or something, like, I was staying out here, coming every day, working out here, and I have my plants growing. They're still alive, and I've stored a lot of stuff out here. It's pretty safe. I had a couple things stolen, but that's because nobody's out here. That's part of what made me decide that I need to get this launched ASAP, because the more people that get involved and spend time out here, the more safe and secure type of stuff that's out here will be. Anything that we leave, and the better. I'm going to be investing in the fence myself and all the utilities. People don't have to invest in that if they don't want to, but if they do want to, we can come together and create like a collective or a cooperative and work together. So that's why I'm super confident that by joining forces and doing an environmental type of friendly type of model community, we can get a lot of support from local people. And I've already made a lot of good connections with local people who have been helping me with all kinds of vehicle stuff, and so many skills out here that people have. And so this is the kind of place you want to be if there's this pandemic type of scare in a city. You want to come out to a place where everybody knows self-sufficiency. You can just get a permit, you can go into the wood and cut down dead trees anytime for fuel, and with that you can build, and people just do all these stuff like living off the land out here. So I think I wasn't quite thinking about the pandemic when I launched it. I was more thinking about the homeless crisis, like trying to help people own land and just trying to make opportunities for people to have somewhere to live and test that out, try to get people to stay out here. I've been staying out here, but I can't be out here long because I don't have really like a way to make money. There's not like internet really set up. I mean, I can get 3G. I'm doing this live right now, so it's not so bad. But it's just hard. I'm making money mostly from Uber, driving Uber, and if we can start like selling off these parcels, and I want to invest that money into all the things we need, like a generator we need, and I had solar panels, those got stolen. Yeah, I mean, nothing got stolen when I was coming out here every week, but when I went down to Palo Alto for like 3 weeks, trying to work for that move Mountain View before they like fired me for trying to get paid after like over a month of delay and stuff. So I kind of got robbed of some stuff because I just left it out here, but I was gone for a while, and I don't have any cameras set up or anything like that. It was nothing too valuable, but it's just, that's what made me see that I need to get more people involved and like get more energy, like different types of ideas for, you know, people to do their own thing out here. I don't really want to have like much rules about what I'm telling you have to do. Just do it environmental friendly, and that's it really. Like, I want people to hopefully put a cabin there and have a place to go, like a summer cottage, like a Scandinavian summer cottage, or like I said, pandemic, like survival cabin with some food prepared, and I can get all that stuff ready for you easily, like a tough shed and a couple, you know, drums full of water and supplies and stuff like that. I mean, it's all really safe if you have a proper fence. I just had a nothing fence, and they just cut my gate was held together with like a rope. They just cut that and drove in with a car and threw a bunch of stuff they could in their car and left. And when I got back, and so it's other than that, there was no problem. But I've heard that if people are gone, stuff can get kind of looted or something. But I think as long as I have like a wall type of fence, or just like a wall with like a fence on top, like a good barrier. Plus the design of the eco village is really bamboo border and a water border around that, like a moat for like ducks and different kind of water plants, and just kind of reserve water, and kind of like a artificial river or pond type of thing, or something, any kind of water that surrounds the community. And we just need to rent a tractor for that. So yeah, that's the basic concept. Like, the price is $5,000 for one 2,000 square foot parcel, and for the first person to buy in, I'm giving half off. Originally I was thinking 2 for 1, but I figured if it's double of something people have no idea about, it doesn't really interest them. So it's much better to just say it's 50% off for the first person, meaning $250 down and $125 per month for 24 months, or $2,500 up front. Because the thing is, I'm not seeing you like a customer. Like, you're buying in to be like an investor, like a partner, like one of the stakeholders in this cooperative, this collective type of survival village type of whatever. And I have garlic growing, but only garlic and bamboo and a fig tree. But as soon as more people start to invest and get involved, come out here, it can be way more like survival style. All we need is a bunch of supplies, like everything I've set up has been really super minimal budget. But if more people start to buy some parcels, then I can actually invest in the project more, and a lot of things will be set up pretty quick. So for the first person to buy in, you're like one of the first members of this collective. That's why it's a special thing. And not only the 50% off, I mean, the other really like deal is that if anybody wants to stay out here and just help maintain the place, or just kind of be out here, then for like 2 years or just as much time, if you want to just be out here on the land and help me with the kind of things that need to get done, then you can have one of the parcels for free. I mean, so 50% off for the first person to buy in as like someone who's investing and wants to own land and wants to own a cabin, like a survival cabin, whatever, bug out cabin. make a little A-frame, different type of house. It's easy, or just park an RV or a van or whatever. Like it's simple. I've lived out here even through the winter. It's fine. Like it's a fun place to be. The view is nice. It's fresh open air. You don't have to have like contact with many people. So that's why I'm relating this a lot to the pandemic type of thing that is going on and is going to get worse. And so even the CDC and World Health Organization is saying to be more and more prepared. So why not spend $2,500 to get the first investor, spend the other $2,500 on the little cabin and supplies from like, you know, Dollar Tree and grocery outlet. Just all kinds of stuff can be stocked up and easy. You have a place to drive anytime, and that's what I've been demonstrating. Like, I'm not trying to scam anybody, because I bought this land and then I like lived out here myself and saw all the details of what it's like and what it's going to take to develop it quickly, faster and better. And it came to a stage that it's ready for people to get involved, and I'm way more secure about it now. I've built a lot of shelter type of housing or different kind of buildings, like eco-village places I've built in the past, and I spend a lot of time making sure I can do it right. That's why I waited like over a year. I've had this land and I've been setting it up in a certain way, so I think I've been making sure it's secure, and that's why my main offer is the 50% off and the money back guarantee, because I'm not trying to like bait and switch anybody. Like, if you get in and you want to get out, I'm always excited as a new chance to have a new kind of opportunity, get somebody new involved, like or have the space, maybe take it back for my own land or whatever, like, or sell it to somebody else, and as time goes by, it'll be worth more. So it's like, if you decide you don't want to be involved, whether it's in by the next day or 1 week or 1 month, like, I'll pay you back the money. And it's like, if there might be like a small delay, like if I have to kind of earn that money, or, you know, it's fine, because I'm making the price cheap enough that it's really easy to pay back. It's not a huge amount of money. It's something that I'm dealing in selling cars, like, sometimes, or it's like the price of a car, like it's some land, you know. I just think more people should own land and build on it and try to know how to survive if there's a fucking pandemic. So check it out and come survive off grid with me if shit hits the fan. So otherwise, just have a nice place to be, like artist community, and place to be, safe space. Like, just come and be in nature anytime. It's not about only survival and stuff, but that's one like bonus, is survival if cities become like infected and stuff like that. So it's a perfect place. It's California, and Oregon also has a lot of off-grid type minded people. And I mean, 2,500 for the first person and 2,000 square feet, and those are the main deals. Plus, the money back guarantee anytime, and the fact that if you want to come out here and help develop it with me by being out here, staying out here, you can actually have the first plot of land for free, because that's like a work trade type of deal. Is if you don't have money, or you don't want to spend any money, if you need a place to stay, you can come and stay in this RV I have, or we'll build something, or we have lots of wood and we can make a cabin anytime, and I can get water supply from the neighbors, or truck in water, there's water delivery, there's even like trash delivery stuff here. Like, this place has everything. It's a really prime spot, and I'm a social minded person, like community minded. I want to help bring people together to create community and grow food and make the kind of like hippie refuge type of places I've seen traveling the world, like different types of like eco hotel, hostel type of international thing. So there's a lot of possibilities, and anybody who invests can also do their own thing, like get a little cabin and make money on Airbnb. There's all kinds of stuff. Like, that's why I'm really sure that if you invest the money to get this land from me, you won't regret it, because there's so many ways to get a return on the investment, like within months. And then you can say you want out and I'll pay you back the money. Like if you want to use this land and then leave, you can do that, because I just want to get people here to make it grow and turn it into something, and combine different ideas and resources and come to collective type of democratic decisions about stuff. And anyway, that's it. I'm here. I can walk around a little. I don't know. So yeah, get yourself, buy some land. I've been on this type of hunt for land and learning how to use it for a long time, and I'm excited about this project. This is my first American project, and yeah, it's using all the skills I learned in Guatemala and Nepal and Thailand and stuff. So yeah, check it out and come visit, whatever, visit or buy a parcel. It's right here, 2,000 square feet. I'm standing on the area that I'm dividing up to sell. So yeah, come buy some land. Monthly system or upfront. It's cheaper than the price of a car, so check it out.